Second day, minus one fisher. We got a couple foot waves. Oh, look at that. Greg got himself a walleye. We're going buck for biggest today, but so far, we ain't got nothing big enough that's gonna hold. Although we do have eaters. Right out in front of Garrison on that Garrison flat. Fishing the rocks. Oh yeah, that's about 16. That's an eater. Love on the rocks. Ain't it a shame? Catching some walleyes, playing that game. Hook him up, Greg. Hook him up.
This is recording. Oh yeah. He sets into
Wally. We're struggling on them walleyes. We got in them walleyes pretty good this morning. But then they kind of like went away and I couldn't find them anymore. So I thought, well, the wind's been blowing up on this flat for 2 days. Let's go see if there's any smallies up here. And that was the first cast. I don't think that bait was in the water for 3 minutes. Not the biggest one in the world, but it's a start. We're fishing a pretty simple system. 1/8 ounce jig with a night crawler on it. I've got a barrel swivel with a barrel sinker above it, little chunk of line there for a snell, and then a slip bobber on top, bead, and then my knot, and I'm about 1.5 feet off the bottom. We use depth bombs. You hook that on your jig, drop it down. Of course, my knot's right there, my slip knot, and set it about 1.5 feet off the bottom. Pretty simple, very effective. Gotta admit that Fenwick sure does bend. Oh, that's a nice smallie. Let me get that fray bill on him. Oh, look at him, there he goes. Look at that flat bottom and that net. I really like those flat bottom net. Come out of there real easy.
well, since we got a dollar bet, we better start measuring them.
Oh geez, I forgot to measure. Oh, this is a beauty here. This ain't none of your 15-inch fish. This one, this is a tank. Oh, big walleye.
Woo! Nice fish. You sure want that dollar pretty bad.
I'm gonna get it too. I'm gonna get it. Look at that jig. Right up in the corner of his mouth. Perfect spot. Might have to give him that jig. Thing's in there pretty good. There, come out of there. About a 22, 23 maybe. Well, let's take a picture. Well, here. Well, you know, I was admiring the fish and taking pictures and whatnot. I about ready to throw it back in. Look at this side over here. It's got a tag in it. I've never seen a tag on a walleye fish. It says, for posterity reasons, it says F62988 Minnesota DNR.
I mean, you're supposed to let them go back.
Oh yeah, they're all going to go back, but
if it was the right.
I'm going to get a hold of the DNR and see what that tag. Again, it was F was in Frank, 6, Z, 9, and it looks like 8. There's a bunch of stuff on the tag. I don't want to.
Show you the tag. There you go.
It's right there. Yeah, and F6Z988. It looks like. Kind of beat up walleye actually. Fins are all beat up. Back fins beat up. There she goes.
You make your little walleye look like nothing.
What you got? Rock bass? You got a rocky on there?
A little more than a rock.
You got a rock?
Maybe a rock.
Well, he's taking his time with it anyway. At least he's not running it in here all rammy. Just trying to lose that fish. Oh, you got a big smallie on there. Think you can't even get it off bottom. That rod just bent. I see slip knot, so he's not too far away. Nice walleye. Dink though, compared to the one I had. I'm gonna get it up here. There you go. Little one arm with the fray bill.
Looks a lot healthier than yours.
Yeah, it does. The one I had looked pretty beat up. That jig just fell right out of his mouth. Well, you better get a measure on him. We got the dot. It is, son of a gun. 21 and a. What is it? 22, we'll call it. Got me by an inch. Got me by an inch. Why did I have to have a Frabill on board to net that? Couldn't I just bust that off for him?
Yeah. Just had to take the hood off, that's all.
There you go. Something about that spot back there, that's holding fish. I don't know what it is.
Towards the back of the boat, yeah.
No, way back.
Oh, way back?
Yeah, we're only like 7.5, 8 feet of water on rocks.
Nice one.
Another walleye. Another beat up walleye. Look at this one. Look at his back.
Oh, big old chunk out of the head.
Beat up.
Big old chunk out of his.
Yeah. Skin split. I'll take that home and fillet that if they let me, but it's a little too big, I think. Then the back has got a growth on it. Yeah, it's 19. I'm gonna tell you something. Slip bobber, a jig, a chunker crawler. We're even just using half and just setting it 1.5 feet out of bottom. Pretty easy to get walleyes just like this. I mean, ugly walleyes, beat up walleyes, but walleye nonetheless. We just made a little move, came up a little shallower. First thing he says is, "Oh yeah, son." I hope it's a big smallie. If I gotta pay you $1 for a big one on both, then better be big. Don't clip me for $1 on a stupid 16-inch smallmouth bass. Oh, look at him run. Walleye. Oh, reaching for drag. it. Just you can't get no line on it. Oh, it's a big fish, whatever it is. It's a nice one. You get a little line and he decides to run again. Yeah, you don't want to have nothing to do with come to the surface. Oh, there he is. I could have probably got him if I had both hands, but well, maybe that is a big smallie. Nope. No. No. That's a big walleye. That's what that is. Well, 22 was the benchmark for the buck. I think he just beat it. That's a... Oh. See how long that thing is. Oop. 24 and a half?
Yeah.
24 and 3/8. We'll call it 24 and a half. 24 and a half. Now you're getting to be a little bit more respectable. Here, hold that fish up. So what do you got to say for yourself for taking all my money today?
Well, you knew when you brought me you were in head competition.
Yeah, you were the star of the show yesterday.
You want me to take a picture of you there?
Yeah.
Want me to edit?
Well, we moved to the other side of the lake to get out of the wind and get set up for this walleye run. I got rid of that jig and that crawler and I put on a plain red hook and a leech. We're in about 15 feet of water up on a hump, and I don't think I was out there for 2 minutes.
You got it swallowed.
Yeah, you did. We're in about 15 feet of water using jumbo leeches, and that fish right there is not a slot fish. It's going to have to get thrown back, and I don't think it's big enough to get me back in the money. I think what do I need? 24 and a half?
Yep.
Well, this ain't no 24 and a half. This is more like about a 20. And that's exactly what it is a 20. So, well, it's going back. Go ahead and kill that. We'll take a picture
Right.
and get her in the water. Oh man, what a pig. That fish comes to the water though, you can shoot that.
Tell me when you get close.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, boy, that's a nice one. I mean, net him, I think you got me beat.
No.
I think so.
That's only about a 24. You'd have to go 25 almost to beat you. Let's see what it says on the board. get a pick and get him back in the drink. Got a good one going. Of course, he's already got the benchmark for the big walleye, so all he can do is improve on his own. Look at him play with that drag. He thinks he's got a mule out here. What do you got?
It is a mule.
What do you got? Personal best?
Look at this.
You gotta beat 28 for a personal best.
There you go.
Well, you get him to the boat and I'll net him. No trusty Fraybill. We'll get that bad boy on him. Stick him. Should talk a little bit about net etiquette. Oh, look at that run. About a little net etiquette.
Oh, it's a fat,
Smallie?
smallie, a nice big smallie.
Oh, man. I didn't think there was any of those over here. But net etiquette, you don't stick that fish until the guy that's reeling it up brings it to you. You don't want to go down there and break it. Just put the net down there and he'll put that fish right in the net for you. The net guy, all he's got to do is lift up once it gets up. Look at that small. Just run him around. Just running him around. He ain't ready to be netted. That thing's still green yet. He saw the boat and said, nah, not today, pal. Look at this thing. It's just digging on him. Look at it just dig. Dig, 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 dig. Get the video of this thing. Jump on him. He's not even that big. Just got a lot of gas in his tank. There, looks like he's ready now. He's ready now. See, that's how you do that. There you go.
That big, but he put up a good bait.
Yeah, he did. Go ahead and lift him up. Let's get a pic of him. Get him back in the drink. A little bigger than what you've been catching earlier today and yesterday. Nice chunky belly on him. Look at his eyes aren't hardly red like they were over on the other side. Right.
26.5